has voice cracked a little bit. All right, Brian has 2 plays for us. More so, these are little offensive line looks. Oh, I don't want the full screen. These are little offensive line looks. The first one, we're going to take a look at Quenton Nelson for this one. There's a really cool highlight of him. It is against the Raiders in 2019. So I want to say this was like week 3, 4. This is very early on in the season. Jacoby Brissett's still pretty healthy. Marlon Mack's still on fire. We got Jack Doyle. It's a pretty good offensive system right here. Or just personnel that they have going on. I'll let you take it away from here, bud.
Yeah, so they're in shotgun, single back. I don't know why I went with shotgun. They're in single back, and they're going with a 11 personnel. Or did we end up deciding it was 12? It was 12.
It was 12 because Ebron and Doyle are out there.
Yep. So to counter that, the Raiders are in a more of a nickel formation, and none of that's really going to matter. We're not really talking about exactly matchups here because I wanted to show what makes a run play that utilizes the pull and exactly how it all comes together. So the pulling guard is a standard play in a lot of run schemes. It's very old, been used forever, and it's never going away. It's something that's going to stay around forever. And it's a rare combination of foot speed and strength, as well as not losing the center of gravity battle.
Right.
Low man wins, right? That's a cliche. Well, Quenton Nelson is built like a you-know-what brick house, man. Like, the dude can stay in as close to his three-point stance and move quickly and hit guys at speeds and with strength that is a rare combination.
Yeah.
So in this play, what they're gonna do here is it's a run off to the right, but Quenton Nelson's gonna be our pulling guard, and they have the arrow nice enough for them to do this.
Very good. But this is a specific Quenton Nelson highlight vid from 2019.
Yep.
So they did a good job of using the arrow for him.
Quenton Nelson is number 56 too, in case you ever lose track.
Yeah,
he's number 56.
It's hard to tell from this vantage point, but yes, 56.
Yep. He is your left guard. So right now, the way that the formation is set up, it started overloaded on the right. They're pulling Jack Doyle over to give more of a balanced look, and then we'll play the play and let you guys see it.
Sure thing.
Okay.
It's a very quick one.
Very quick.
Very quick one.
Yep.
I'm sure, like Brian said before the show, before we went on air, that I'm sure the Colts coaches wishes that it had gone a little bit further.
Right. This is a kind of like a double lead kind of scenario. So what's going to happen here is when Quenton Nelson pulls and they have Jack Doyle coming over in motion, a lot of times what happens is when another tight end comes over, they use that tight end to pick up the man that now is left vacated by that pulling guard.
Right.
And it's a nice way to get an unexpected opening that the defense will struggle to fill because they're following the tight end go across the formation, and then he's going to stay. And this is all within a matter of moments, right? It's very quick how the play comes together. So when that tight end comes in motion to the other side, they now think that they have an advantage over there on the right-hand side. But when Quenton Nelson pulls, the tight end a lot of times would fill.
He's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah,
that
right?
defensive player is, yeah.
He has no clue what's coming. The tight end would then fill at the end. He'll pick up that last defender whose hand is right basically on the right hash at the bottom of the screen. And then that tackle would then, in turn, take the defensive tackle who is lined up to his right. And everyone would then, in turn, shift one down. But they don't have to do that in this one.
No.
Because instead what they decide to do is something a lot more fun.
So, all right, let's bring this down. Okay. You can see, Big Q's going after. They let the left edge defender come on in. That was the benefit of the Jack Doyle moving after the side. Jack Doyle, they think that they have it, right?
Right. And something you picked up on was very subtle is Ebron does a little chip.
Yes.
He takes just a piece of that DN so he doesn't have a complete free rush into the backfield. And it gives Quenton Nelson enough time to come in and do what he does best.
No, for sure. So, yeah, you can see Jack Doyle's, right in Quenton Nelson's
Yep.
spot. And then, bam. Little shove. That creates a nice little hole. And actually, Doyle ends up back, like, in the center, kind of back where he originally was, ready to pick up some extra blockers.
Yeah.
But there's a gap now. Brian explained his style of gaps last week that we picked up from Little Loop. And, but that creates a gap. Quenton Nelson, the way that Quenton Nelson comes in, he pushes that guy off to the side. And Jack Doyle is right there in case there's any defenders. He's actually going to lead block. You're going to watch Marlon Mack. He's going to he's going to go right behind Jack Doyle. In a sense, Jack hits number 50, and that creates an opening, and Marlon Mack can take off for whatever he needs.
Yeah. When talking about how the offensive line coach and the OC may be a little upset that this doesn't go for more, I think that might fall a little bit more on Marlon Mack than Marlon Mack would like to hear, because if he follows behind Doyle, who is lined up, he's right on the other side of the 20, right, on the red and blue line right there. If he were to follow him to his outside hip, because right now Jack Doyle is applying pressure, right, to the outside shoulder. Well, what was until he turned around, the outside shoulder of number 50 for Oakland. And he would be turning him back inside to the center of the formation, and then there should be an outside lane for him to run down. The other thing that doesn't happen is Ebron gets a little lost out there in free space. It's a tough ask for tight ends. It's not what they do very well. Offensive line.
Ebron's not really one of those blocking tight ends, too. He's not traditionally known for that.
He doesn't pick up the secondary guy like they may want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then bam. That's kind of where the play blows, is that Ebron misses. I wouldn't say missing an assignment, but I guess in a sense it is, because he goes past him like he's running, like he's looking for a pass. That's kind of what it is. He does that little chip, and then maybe not. No, he overshot it a little bit. That's what that was. And honestly, Mac could have taken off for a little bit. But yeah, Ebron's off to that right hand side. He's supposed to give that extra push, and if he gives that extra push and that defender's out of the way, then Mac's probably gone. Mac's in the end zone. They're on the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
Right here against the Raiders, and they're probably taking that to the house.
Watch him just toss this dude out of the club, though. Get out of my club.
Yeah, Quenton Nelson, just a legend.
Yeah, I watched. So this the full video is 12 minutes long. I watched all 12 minutes like two or three times.
I believe it. No, Quentin's just that good.
Yeah. So perfectly executed. They would say that every run play, if you ask an O-line coach, every run play is a home run play in the making.
Yes.
They always think that. But honestly, if you can get 4 yards, they're happy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, they're in field goal range right now. And I think the Raiders ended up smoking them a little bit. But this game, it was bad. I almost bought tickets to this one. I'm glad I didn't. But yeah, looking at one more time.
Is that Max Crosby? It is. That's Max Crosby that just got tossed to the turf.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. But, all right. But that is there anything else, any other aspects you wanted to cover for this?
No, I do. I would encourage everybody, though, to use this video and just keep watching all the different run black situations and all the different pass set situations and stuff like that. Just these guys, you watch them, and we all do it. I found myself doing this when I was watching the Bills in the preseason game on Friday. I still struggle to untrain my eye during a real meaningful game.
Yeah.
Where
Watching
I
the ball.
want to watch the ball.
Yeah.
I want to watch like a normal fan.
It takes a little while.
I get better. I can't do it when I'm actually watching and have rooting interest, especially in my own team, but I do better when going back and watching replays.
Agreed.
Yeah.
No, agreed.
I used to record every single game, and I would go back. I would drive my wife crazy, and I would watch a play and I would rewind it. and I'd watch a play and rewind it. And she goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm watching a different lineman."
Studying film.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. It's a good way to look at it. But, all right. We got one more to go.
319! 399! Hut! 33!
Yeah, spot.
Blue 58!